So we have a new tournament power season here, which this one actually probably could be one of the hardest ones we've had in a while. Now, the reason why I say that is purely because the boost units we have here. Now, obviously, you know, new LR Bardock, which obviously means basically Team Bardock squad here. Well, not quite Team Bardock squad, but as you can see here, the main ones is actually Anime Original Saga, I think it was Insane. Yeah, so they're the main two. So you can probably bring more Saiyan characters, but the only reason I don't recommend that is the percentage wise here isn't the best for just normal Saiyans. So if I take off Anime Original Sagas here, we can see the slight difference. Like for example there for this green Goku, he only gets like plus 5% for both. So it's not quite the best we want obviously. You want to aim for like, as you can see they're like 10% on one of them and 15% on the other one, which is like pretty much the highest you can get. So yeah, like I said, probably try and pick as many characters as you can from Anime Original Saga, which I think the reason why it's going to be harder is you have to bring like a lot of EX units here. Sort of, depending on who you have. Like if you have the new LR Bardock, you can probably swap him out for maybe... What was it? This green Bardock, you can probably switch him out for him. He may not do the best in this, but at the same time, you're still going to get pretty much the same, you know, percent boostage on both there, so... Actually, no, probably not. You get 35% for the LR Bardock, so it will be a little bit more difficult. You can probably wait as well for a few more days to get this new Bardock here. Well, not new Bardock, but his new Zenkai, which should be coming out this Wednesday. So you can wait till then, but since I've got enough stamina now, I thought I'll just do the run now. So this will be my first run here, which I think will do fairly well. I'm not sure exactly where we'll you know, obviously end up, but I'm hoping to at least get in the top 1k this run. So let's have a look at the start here, what to do. So I'll probably go, obviously, middle here. Right, so move up here, let's see what to do here. Is a special move. So obviously special movie, you want to aim for, if you got the new LR Bardock, aim for him. If not, you can probably use this yellow Bardock as well, as like your main sort of special move damage there. So probably do that, I think that'd be fine. When you select characters here, this part doesn't really matter too much until you get to the hard difficulties. Because when you get to like the 5-star difficulties and that, or the boss fights, it massively impacts on who to pick to get rid of first. Because if you let all the annoying ultras and LFs that you have to verse to beat you first, then you're going to lose probably a lot of characters in the run. Which obviously you don't lose any if you can. So just do this again. So pretty much that should be fine, I reckon. But as you can see, we did take a fair bit of damage there already. So another thing you can do is, if you're worried about units that might not be able to take on the units as such, as like, let's say for example you got a purple unit that's probably going to take a lot of damage, try and get rid of all the other enemies that can do a lot of damage to him first. So yeah, as you can see, Tora, he's getting shredded. So we'll actually just do this for now. We'll probably just do this again. That should be fine, I reckon. Okay, so probably get rid of Beast Garnia first, and then the rest doesn't really matter too much. Just because obviously when Beast Garnia transforms, he can do a lot of damage and stuff like that, so we don't really want that to happen. Don't want to end the run too early here. But we'll be very careful, because like I said, they're going to do a lot of damage to us. So probably we have to switch around a bit, I'm hoping. So maybe this time we do something like this. That should be a little bit better, I'm hoping. We'll see, obviously. It's probably Ultra Cell first is most annoying, then probably something like this I'd go with. I think I don't really want to go for the recovery stage here, because you do lose a lot of points if you go that way, but at the same time, this is probably going to be a very hard run to do without any characters dying. Yeah, so go middle again. So I might change this up a bit, because we'll do something like this, I reckon. Maybe? Or maybe that, because... Actually, no, we'll do this. I'm just trying to work out the best way to place these units so we don't have to worry about anyone dying here in this run. When we get further towards the end, it's going to be a lot harder, because the boss typically at the end, well, the stages actually go a lot harder, so It's going to be a bit difficult, not going to lie. Even though we've got good equipments on him, it's still going to be a bit of a challenge. So this one here, you can go left or right. I guess we'll just go left, just make it look even sort of thing. Same thing, I want to try and keep Bardock on the front there. Then maybe do something like this. So we've healed up a bit, which is obviously very good. We want to keep healing up. We'll probably do that, because Bardock should be fine for a while, but we may have to be careful with him. So do this. Like I said, this won't do too much damage, but at the same time, I want to try and recover as much HP as we can, getting closer to the end of the fights here. Just so we'll be a little bit careful, you know. So, as you can see, we're slowly getting better. We'll keep Bardock there again, but we may have to actually we may do this, just so you can sort of recover a little bit. Even if we put something like that, should be fine. Yet again, this doesn't really matter. Even though it's a hard difficulty here, there's not really any characters that are concerning to me that's going to do the most damage or most annoying. Because that's another thing as well. They may not do a lot of damage, but if they last a long time in the battle, they're obviously going to accumulate like more damage over time, so we don't really want that. So we're doing pretty good so far. Let's switch out a little bit here. So probably like this, to be honest. I'd be fine with. Should we do that? Yeah, it should be fine. Because I'm pretty sure how it goes is the first row there is like it goes sort of in order. So like this Bardock here is going to take the damage first, and then it goes sort of like in a line. So this should be the right way to go. Let's get rid of these first. So get rid of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku first, probably the main objective, then probably Vegeta, and then so forth. So let's see, hopefully no one died there. Well, a little bit of damage, but we healed up some with other Green Goku, so that's obviously good. We go on the left path here. Pretty much can keep the same. Yeah, we can probably do that. Like I said, this is why it's probably going to be a little bit better to wait to do this run. But you can still use the same team setup I'm doing here, but when you get the red Bardock Zenkai this week, he's obviously going to have a big stat boost during that, so even if you get him Zenkai 3, then you take on this event, I think you'd be fine, because at least Zenkai 3 still gets a bit of a buff, and you can sort of rush to get into this tournament power run, but at the same time, you have plenty of time to do this, so so now we'll do something like this. I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll try. Actually, I don't want to risk losing it because it doesn't really matter who we switch in here because they both have the same percentage. I mean, we won't die here anyway, but we should be able to heal up quite a fair bit, which is obviously what I want. I just realised the score's not very high in this run, is it? What's the average of... I didn't really see the top 1k already. So I'm not sure if we're doing good or bad at the moment. I'll go left again. Same thing, the enemies here doesn't really matter too much. Probably put yellow Bardock there. That should be fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yet again, this part does not matter who you take on first. Then, who should we take on the last fight here? We'll see. We'll have a look at the power levels and that. Okay, we took a little bit of damage there. That should still be fine. So, I typically like to go on which one's going to be most annoying. So, probably this one will be a little bit. But at the same time, which one has a higher power? I mean, I don't know if the power levels actually matter or not. We could do this one. This one looks a little bit easier. Yeah, we'll do this one. Because we are getting sort of low there with a blue Bardock. So we'll probably just do something like this, I reckon. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Even if we... No, I'll keep Bardock there. So this one here, obviously this part here is like where it really matters to get rid of first. So probably Ultra Hit's going to be the most annoying. Then Vegeta Blue... Then Goku and Frieza, then the rest doesn't really matter, because if there was Zenkai, this make this fight a lot harder. But I think we should be fine here. So let's see, that should be an easy win. I don't think we'll have anyone die here. I hope not. Okay, good, no one died. So we got 12 mil there, which actually put us up to where roughly? Was it 53 mil? I think? 54 mil, okay. So I feel like that was a good first attempt. Let's see where that put us in the rankings here. My ranks, that currently put me at 476 in the world so far. So yeah, again, I'll do another run probably in a few days, and if I remember, I'll take a screenshot where I went. Obviously, I'll quickly show best way to go, which obviously is this way here. You can slightly change the route up if you're worried about dying, potentially. Because like I said, this team, obviously you can do it, but it's going to be a little bit harder because, you know, you mainly have really weak units on this team, which does sort of suck. And especially if you don't have like the new LR Bardock, it's going to make things a bit harder. So you can slightly change things up. So like, for example, you can go first one here, second, and then you go to the third one here. So it makes it a little bit easier in the middle. Or even on the bosses, you could keep going this way up, then go straight up again, so the bosses slightly easy. But doing that, you are affecting your overall battle score. So try to go the same way I did, if you can, because that's obviously going to give you the most amount of points. I don't think there'd be a better way to go. We'll quickly have another look, but I'm pretty sure that's the best way to go. Yeah, that's definitely the best way to go. Even, like I said, you can go other ways, but you're going to slightly have worse points. Like, if you go on the top here, if you go on the right side, you'll have slightly less points, because you can see it's on 4 difficulty instead of 5. So, you can do it that way if you're, like, struggling in the end, but I think, if you can, that's definitely the best way to go. So, yeah, that's going to be today's video, guys. If you need any other help with, like, team builds, if you need character swaps, stuff like that, you don't know who to bring, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll help as much as I can. And if you guys like this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I see you all in the next one.